It is March 18th still, the same day I just took Constance out of the colony because, she was eating another rabbit's newborn babies. And I was just informed that she herself just gave birth to at least one baby bunny. And they said it was passed away or cold or something. This was not out here a couple hours ago. I am going to bring this inside, then come check out everything else what's going on. And guess what, guys? The mean, nasty mama who kills other rabbits' babies by eating them whole didn't do that to her own baby. So maybe there's hope. Could you open that for me? Thank you. So from multiple years of warming up baby bunnies, I've learned the perfect way to do it. So would you mind grabbing a... Yeah. And then grab a rag. Would you put this in there? The trick is you don't want to get them too warm too fast in an incubator or on a heating pad, because number one, if you get them warm too fast, they might die. And also, if they do warm up, you have to take them off as soon as possible. And if you have to leave for church or something, they die. That has happened to us before. So the best thing to do is what's the temperature in here? 60s or 70s? 71. So we're gonna gradually let it warm up. It's been born for a very, very short amount of time, so it's not like they had spent all night being cold. So hopefully we'll warm up just fine. Okay, I'm gonna set it in a warm spot. Maybe just over here. It's pretty far away from a door, so that's good. Let's go check the rest of the babies and see if there's more, see what's going on. It's possible, because this is her first litter. She just had one baby to begin with, then others will come later. Or, I don't know if she ate her other babies. Probably not, though, because that one would have been eaten too, right? So it's possible there will be more coming, or she could have, in either one of the nest boxes in there, she could have had babies. Earlier, I was noticing her in her nest box, but I thought she was just checking it out, because she had, been put in there a few minutes before. So, okay, no nest built, and no babies. Okay, we need to definitely get her a bigger nest box because she's a massive doe. And, oh yeah, I saw her vent real quick and it looks all swollen like she just gave birth. So we need to get her a bigger nest box because these aren't meant for her. Oh, look at this. Here's some blood from where she gave birth from. Right there. That's pretty cool. Okay, she has her huge nest box that Acrobat also used when these babies were first born. And to ensure she doesn't give birth in the wrong nest box, I'm sorry, sweetie, this is your relaxation box, but you can't have babies in here, so you have to move, okay? Move, please. I know you went through such a traumatic experience. So now you're forced to give birth in that awesome big nest box. Good luck to you. And please, dear Lord, help this to go okay. See y'all later. Alright, so it's been a few hours, and boy, do I have a story to tell you. So not only has Constance had one baby bunny early, but she's had sporadically throughout the past few hours had one baby bunny, then had a long wait, then another one, then a long wait. We're up to 4 now, and only one of them so far is alive. This first one was the first one born. It never woke up, so we think it's dead. Oh, and this first one has no scratches or marks on it. It's completely normal. The second one, though, is barely alive. It was cold. We brought it inside. It's warming up now. You can see it's sporadically breathing. But as you can also see, it has 2 front paws good, 1 back paw, but this other back paw is a little stub. I'm not sure how long this one will live, but so far it's alive. Then this black one was the third one born. It's never woken up, and both of its back legs are missing. So she's progressively getting worse. Then this fourth one we just found. It's still cold. We just brought it inside, and so far I can't see any marks on it. So that's good. But it's been sporadic, and I promise you guys, I have been checking diligently. We've had other activities we've been doing tonight, but I've taken breaks from those regularly to check, and every time I come check, the babies are always cold. And so far it looks like they're too cold for me to wake up again. So it's almost time for me to go to bed, and I was so scared that she's going to have more babies and they're going to die because I wasn't checking on them regularly. So we did something kind of weird. Even though you're technically not supposed to bring a rabbit who's used to winter weather inside a warm house because it could mess with them and get them sick from the abrupt temperature change, I figure it's better to bring Constance inside for the rest of tonight and maybe even tomorrow morning so that her babies don't freeze, or any babies she continues to have. She's probably going to make a mess of this entire setup, but now if she has any more babies, they will just be at risk of being eaten alive instead of being eaten and frozen to death. So I guess half is better than nothing. I don't even know if this is like gonna be worth it because they still could all die, but I kind of just felt wrong abandoning any future babies to freeze to death because I was negligent and not taking proper care. So if they actually survive to adulthood, it's gonna be a literal miracle. We'll just have to wait and see though. All right, Constance, good night. Hopefully, any babies you have, you will not eat. Okay, guys, just kidding. I'm not done for the night. Though not by my choice. Most other people in the house are already asleep. I just found another baby bunny. So, it's obviously warm. And the toenails are not red, they're white. And it looks very fresh and feels fresh. But like the others, it looks elongated and a little bit weird. So I'm thinking maybe it's not just the cold that's the problem, but also that maybe some of her babies are being stillborn as well, which would add just another layer of dangers for these poor baby bunnies. That might also explain why she's having so much trouble giving birth to them all, because they're not alive and can't like wiggle in her belly like normal baby rabbits would be able to. Kind of like, Millie, our goat, when she had a stillborn baby, she had a really hard birth. So maybe it's the same for Constance, I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna bring this baby upstairs. Let me do one last check on the other ones as well. This is the pile of dead ones. This one seems like it probably is dead as well. This one used to be alive. Is it still alive? Barely. It's moving a little bit. There's not much hope for it though. It's barely moving. Good night, you guys. See you tomorrow. Alright, it is very early the next morning. And I just went downstairs, found one more dead baby. It was born dead. And the alive baby we used to have is now dead too. So we have 6 babies total, and they are all dead. So we've had 5 stillborn babies, and 1 baby who passed away shortly after being born. It's Sunday, so I have to go to church today, so we're going to be pretty busy this morning. But later today, I'm going to probably come back and do a final update and figure out what really to do. Alright, I don't see any more babies. She's not made as much of a mess as I thought she would. We're back from church now. It's like noon-ish. It's just about 40 degrees outside, so I think now would be the best time to transition her back outside. Alright, girlie, you ready? I hope you enjoyed the short time you had inside, because next time you come inside, it'll probably be as a butchered carcass ready to be cooked. Alright, big girl. There you go. So now, in the next couple days, I have to decide if I want to keep Constance separated and rebreed her and see if we can get some more litters out of her that actually succeed, or if I want to just be done with her and butcher her. There are many pros and cons with either option, and I have to weigh them and eventually decide what's best. But hopefully I'll come to you with my final decision soon. As of now, I guess the choice could be taken out of my hands, having her go from such cold weather in the house to such warm weather, even for just a night, and now going back out to cold weather again is going to be such a shock to her. She might get sick or she might pass away. This has happened to me before. If you don't remember, 2 years ago, we had a huge Pasturella outbreak in, I think, April-ish. It slowly transitioned from winter to spring like usual, and then we had a huge cold snap and it snowed, and then it warmed up again, and that huge temperature change shocked the rabbits' immune systems so much that they got sick, and I ended up having to cull a majority of my herd. So hopefully that's not the case with Constance, but if it is, I'll just cull her because she's honestly a terrible rabbit who might not even get a second chance. We'll just have to wait and see. So let's go inside and check on the baby bunnies. I don't think any of them are alive anymore. Alright, so it's looking like all 6 babies are fully dead all the way. So they're going to become dog food to help fully honor their sacrifice of their little lives. Even though we're not the ones sacrificing them, it was their mom, I still think we should honor it. You ready for some treats? Here you go. And yeah, they're for you. There you go, so many treats for you. Good girl. Okay, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully the next video I post is a lot happier than this one. So until then, goodbye.